One of the things that I've learned on my path that's been really true for me is the importance of grounding yourself in your own sense of reality. If you look around, man, what people do is they kind of just look to others for a sense of reality. They look at celebrities, they look at YouTubers, they look at all these people. They don't really have their own sense of reality. They're sort of, borrowing from other people. In my experience, when we do this, we not only do we feel really inauthentic, but we give our power away to others. Right? We're not respecting our true self, our higher selves. When we look to others for, just knowledge, who we are, authenticity, and altogether our sense of reality. Like, this is massive, man. I realize that I am most happy and confident and just authentic when I'm firmly rooted in me, my bubble of reality, my sense of reality. And this has to come from within. Otherwise, it's just not true, right? It's like a house of cards. If you're just sort of borrowing stuff from other people, but it's not really you. Now, that being said, I would recommend you borrowing some things because people are amazing. You can borrow some amazing things from other people, but you need to ground yourself in your own sense of reality, meaning you need to find out who you are and build that authentic foundation. Because when you've got this foundation, in my experience, there's just so much less stress. There's just so much less anxiety. Because our ego stresses about trying to be solid and secure and sort of dense and like a firm, strong ego. But when we actually organically have our own sense of reality and our own sense of self, we feel more relaxed in ourselves. In my experience, if I go out and about, I know who I am more and therefore I feel less anxious. Whereas a couple of years ago, when I didn't have as strong of a sense of reality, I would have felt more anxiety, wouldn't have felt as secure in myself. But having this strong sense of reality gives us this sort of relaxation. It gives us this confidence. Because true confidence, it's not even confidence. It's just being able to relax into your authentic self. You're sort of bulletproof when you come from this place, which is why you need to spend time almost like excavating your own self, psyche, and identity. You've got to find out who you are. And that could be sort of adding things on, like authentically, like things you actually really like, and just, that is me. Let me bring that into my reality. Let me bolster what I already have with that. Or it could be going purely within and saying, oh, I've already got this. Let's allow this to flower and flourish, because that's what's true. That's what's coming out of you as a natural sort of outpouring of who you are. And you listen to that and you make space for that. So basically what we're doing here is we're giving ourselves time and space to find out our true selves, our authentic selves. And then once we've got that sort of awareness or that understanding of who we might be, we're grounding ourselves in that, as opposed to looking or peeking around at stuff, because, man, there is a lot of shit out there and you can just consume it endlessly and you can lose yourself in the process. What I recommend instead, to be a genuine person, to be a person of character and authenticity, is to spend more time going inward and pulling from this place as a means of, grounding yourself in what you already have and what you already are. Because it's really weird, man. Sometimes it's just about uncovering what was already there. This is why, little things like NoFap, for example, is so good, because it moves the boundary. You get to step through now. Who are you? Just get out of your own way and start being who you really are. And what's interesting as well is it won't feel right. It won't feel right until you get this down, until you ground yourself in who you actually are and who you're actually creating yourself to be. Grounding yourself in your own sense of reality is actually a seriously underrated thing. Like, most people don't really know about it or talk about it. Some people talk about, being in your own frame. I definitely recommend that. However, the one thing I would say on that is there is also the opportunity and the possibility to actually drop your frame occasionally, by which I mean kind of just surrender yourself, surrender your ego, surrender your sense of reality. And there are a few instances where that would be good. For example, if you're learning from someone, you do kind of want to drop yourself so that you can properly listen and hear them and absorb from their sense of reality. However, to do it healthily, to do it consciously, you want to have your own sense of reality. With that there, you have a healthier ego, you have a healthier mind, because we're all different, we're all authentic in little different ways. And it's good to come back to you and ground yourself in you and your sense of reality. Next time you're doing something, just ask, am I looking to others for a sense of reality here? Or am I drawing from my own sense of reality? It's very subtle, but just make sure that you're coming from a true place. Make sure you're coming from your own sense of reality, because that's what's true for you and that's what will feel authentic. And that's the way forward. So man, that's going to be it for me. If you've enjoyed this one and you want to work one-to-one on this, I do offer coaching. If you're interested, you can check out the link in the description. Otherwise, my friend, as always, take care and peace.